So when it came to doing the bodywork on this side of this Mini, it suddenly occurred to me that I didn't actually possess a long sanding block, which is what I was going to need. So I had a look around the shed and I found these two cheap hand sand paper holders and screwed them to the nicest, flattest piece of wood I could find. And the reason why it's that width and that length is because that's exactly how it came out of the scrap wood bin. I don't need to worry about the width of this paper because a good friend of mine gave me a lifetime supply of industrial belt sander belts. So I suppose if you were thinking of doing something similar, then you might just want to make it a standard width if you have to chop a piece of plywood or whatever you're using it. So now I've got my nice long sanding block. I like to put fiberglass over at least the welds, a la Bad Chad, because I think it sticks like nothing on earth, and in my mind it waterproofs it and stops any moisture creeping around the join of the metal. So if you've ever watched one of those American reality shows like Overhauling or Counts Customs, and you're looking at their body filler and it's all smooth and creamy and they can shimmy down the whole side of a car, and then you try it and it looks like a dog's dinner. I used to think that their filler or Bondo was different to ours. Turns out that's not the case. What they do is they mix resin, fiberglass resin, with ordinary filler, and the more you put in, the more smooth and creamy it is. That's how they manage to bake a cake on the whole side of the car. In the UK, this stuff is a fortune if you buy it in the 5-litre tins, but you can get these little fiberglass kits, fiberglass mat and whatnot's all in the box. This one was less than a tenner, and inside you'll find your little pot of resin, and this stuff goes a long way, so that's a good tip. So I used to make the same mistake as a lot of other DIY body workers, I suppose. I used to put the filler on and then sand it nearly all off. Now I'm getting into using guide coats, the trick is to just sand until you hit metal, because there's no point in going any further. That is nearer the time when you need to be thinking about putting more on. In the end, it's a lot quicker to put more batches on than to put one on and sand it all off, because all you're doing is making more work for yourself. So this is what I mean by using a guide coat. So where the guide coat has been sanded off, that's high, and any dark areas are low. So it's as simple as that. You just keep going until all the dark shaded areas are sanded, and or until you start hitting metal. And if you've used fiberglass, you'll start seeing the fiberglass and you'll know you're getting very close to the metal. Okay then, so that's how I put a whole new side in a Mini, including heel board and flitch repair. That's as far as I'm taking it for now. Cost wise, I'm in this for a sill and a couple of closing panels around the companion bin, so I think all in is probably less than 50 quid. All the other panels came with the car, and the car came in at under 500 quid, so I think we're doing alright on the budget. Obviously you'll never get your time back, so make sure it's something you're going to finish. Okay, I hope you got something from that. Thanks ever so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.